This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the global brand for men's grooming and hygiene products.
It's Every Night Sis has gone platinum. Platinum. 1 million certified units sold. It's pretty hilarious, pretty interesting to see that essentially there are no barriers to entry in the rap game anymore. You can be a goofy YouTuber with no connections to hip hop whatsoever. You can decide that you're going to take the tens of thousands of dollars that you make a month on YouTube and then just start busting out tracks. And all of a sudden, because you have millions of followers on your channel, you can climb to the top of the charts with a hip hop song. You can officially have a hot platinum, go down in history as a platinum selling hip hop artist.
Since its inception, hip-hop has always been treated as an easy way for established stars to make a quick buck. Over the years, countless celebrities, actors, and athletes have attempted to infiltrate hip-hop. But as everyone from Shaquille O'Neill to Tom Hanks and Steve-O have learned, it takes more than a beat and catchy bars to turn your star power into success as a rapper. Now, as the entertainment world continues to shift and mutate into a place where phony attempts at crossing over used to be relatively easy to ignore, the phenomenon of YouTube rappers has taken all of this to the next level. In the early days, YouTube rap was mostly built on petty squabbles and drama that have given Keemstar, a man who essentially plays the role of DJ Academics for content creators, a fruitful career. Fueled by disses and personal insults that involved everyone from KSI, Team 10, the Sidemen, and Rice Gum, the initial wave was relatively easy to breeze past for anyone above high school age. However, the biggest insult to emerge from these YouTubers was that as silly as it all seemed, this initial wave translated into millions of dollars in a way that many seasoned MCs could only aspire to. Drake's diss track didn't even go platinum, so it's rewarding to see, said the head of SYFT Music that distributed Rice Gum's Jake Paul response, "It's Everyday Sis." Diss tracks and drama are key to growth and engagement on YouTube, especially in terms of sharing and virality. As disturbing as this sounds, the sentiment was echoed by Rice Gum himself, who revealed that he was simply capitalizing on a moment and saw rapping as nothing more than an expansion of his brand. "I'm here trying to make videos to get views up, and viewers like to watch this type of thing," he told The Daily Beast. "If no one enjoyed this content, I wouldn't make it. Long-term drama doesn't do anything for your channel. But it just so happens that if there's a scandal under your name, more people are likely to check you out. My main goal is just trying to grow my brand. Whether in the next 5 years, if acting or music can help me grow, then I'm open. I'm a platinum recording artist now. It doesn't seem that way, but wherever life takes me in the next 5 years, then damn, I'll be there." Between the sense that none of these attempted rappers were really taking it seriously and the perception that they're part-timers playing the role of MC, YouTube rap exists in a way that it's seen as a separate entity from the actual genre. And if that's how you came up, you're going to have a hard time outrunning the negative perception of being a YouTuber turned artist.
As a YouTuber, making music, there's always the stigma that, first of all, you can't make music.
Yeah.
Secondly, if you do, it's going to be bad and it's not going to get, it's not going to do well critically anyway.
Courtesy of all these factors, even YouTube artists that believe that they have something worthwhile to contribute have found themselves struggling for recognition. And now it's actively driving some of them to erase the past altogether. In a clear-cut case of a talented rapper being stunted by his vlogging past, the lingering stain of being a YouTube rapper forced DDG to abandon his channel to show he was serious about his artistry. And in doing so, made it clear that the inability to be given a fair chance by hip-hop and the media was a deciding factor.
I am quitting YouTube, and I feel like YouTube is holding me back, and it's just the truth. I feel like me posting pranks and all this other stuff, I feel like that kind of waters down me as an artist. I'm trying to shake the YouTube rapper, just to be 100% transparent and honest with y'all.
But while DDG has taken drastic action, in the case of original YouTube pioneer KSI, the FIFA content king turned boxer is now investing his time into rapping and claiming that music is now his #1 priority. And what's more, he's putting his money where his mouth is. Alright, so with 2022 looking brighter than last year already, it's likely that a lot of you will be looking to get out there and enjoy yourselves. And with 85% of women feeling as though it's our duty to keep things trimmed in the downstairs department, it'd be wise to stack the odds in your favor by doing exactly that. Nowadays, more men than ever like to take care of themselves with Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0, a one-stop shop for all things below the waist. This special kit features the acclaimed Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, which is not only waterproof, but features skin-safe technology and an LED light for closer inspection, the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver Toning Spray, and the Magic Matte Shaving Catcher. And if that wasn't enough, Manscaped just released a brand new collection of high-performance boxer briefs made of the highest quality perforated fabric to ensure maximum breathability and comfort. Their tagless, anti-chafing design makes the briefs feel like a second skin, and with a range of 6 colors, from a classic gray to a modern pinstripe design to the extravagant gold nugget, they're sure to become a new staple in your wardrobe. And if that wasn't enough, if you order now, you'll receive 2 free gifts, not to mention free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're looking to upgrade your grooming game, then use the code HipHopMadness at checkout for 20% off at manscaped.com. That's HipHopMadness for 20% off. All right, let's get back to the video. Having predated the YouTube rap wave with his single Lamborghini in 2015, JJ has steadily committed his time to improving as an MC and is now breaking down barriers for commercial YouTube rappers. KSI's debut album, Dissimulation, reached number 2 on the charts, but his music profit margins continue to shrink. KSI, who's freely admitted that he has enough money at this point and is investing as much as he can into making music, his primary role is simply trying to live out his dreams.
I'm just the type of person that I hate just accepting the norm or accepting just one thing. It's opened up so many doors, man. I know a lot of artists were very hesitant towards me because they didn't really get it. They didn't know where I was at. They thought this was just a bit of a joke and all this and that. So once they saw the numbers, once they saw that I was serious, and once they saw that I had musical talent, I feel like people are now starting to respect me more. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that stigma. I think that stigma will always be there. It's one of those things where you just have to prove yourself and show everyone that you can do it. You essentially have to work harder.
Unwilling and unbound to the negative ideas associated with being a YouTube rapper, KSI has ambitions of becoming an established rapper within a culture that still sees him as an intruder. But for every YouTuber that's genuinely looking to contribute to the culture and earn their keep, such as JJ or DDG, their efforts will be undermined by those who continue to use rapping as a money-making scheme. And if any YouTuber turned occasional rapper has embodied this, it's none other than YouTube vlogger turned boxer, Jake Paul. Arguably the reason behind the negative perception of any content creator that tries to rap, Jake Paul has continued to use hip-hop in the loosest fashion possible. And due to the visibility of this man that's never once discussed why he's involved in hip-hop beyond the same opportunistic financial benefits that his rival Rice Gum discussed, it creates a situation where if you don't do any research, or if you're a casual viewer, he becomes the image of what a YouTube rapper is. From rapping with a bizarre, borderline offensive Atlanta cadence on the YouTube star's diss track, through to taking part in a painful carpool karaoke with 21 Savage, and awkwardly lingering in Stunna for Vegas's Play You Lay video, each of Jake Paul's interactions with hip-hop have seemed incredibly inauthentic.
Now the word is you have to pay for friends and features. They said that you had to pay Gucci Mane $250,000 just to do a song with you, or he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, bro, I don't know like where this number comes from or like where this rumor comes from, but yeah, that's what like people have been saying on Twitter and YouTube and stuff. This music world, like everybody pays for a feature at any point in their career. Like if they say that they didn't, they're lying. I'm not saying I didn't pay Gucci. I'm not saying I paid him or anything.
You're saying it wasn't $250,000?
I'm not saying it was any number. Like his daughter's a fan. Atlantic's been making up rumors that they signed me for like so long now. Like
now, several years into the YouTube rap boom, many of those who started rhyming as a hobby are beginning to make it into a career. And while it still remains unclear whether those stars who'd begun in vlogging, gaming, or other forms of content creation can turn the tide, it's important to remember that there was a time where no one took actor and comedian Donald Glover seriously as a rapper. Now, he can headline Coachella at the drop of a hat. So while YouTube rappers have got an uphill battle ahead of them, all it takes is one undeniable artist to break down the barrier. And that's exactly what DDG has done. After permanently deleting his YouTube channel and all of its videos in June 2021, the following month would see DDG make history as the first content creator to land a spot on the XXL freshman list, standing shoulder to shoulder with 42 Doug, Murray, and Pooh Shiesty.
I feel like I gave so much to this YouTube stuff, and I've been doing it for 6 years. I want some type of mystery to my life, you know what I mean? Like, you got to know me over 6 years. We got to know each other. You know my whole family at this point. You know where I'm from, you know what college I went to, how I came up, everything is documented. That's the good part about you being a part of this journey. But for the new people that discover me, I only want them to know music. I want to be more closed off. I want to be more mysterious. I want to focus strictly on being an artist.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the Atlantic, KSI has become one of UK hip-hop's leading exports, even scoring his first #1 album on the charts with All Over the Place. alongside a string of massive festival headline shows. On top of that, YouTube rap veterans such as Dax, Samad Savage, Dante, Randolph, and Screwface Jean all have legitimate ability that, if they came in the game through a different avenue, could see them being recognized as artists on the come up. In conclusion, YouTube rap has had a long road to legitimacy, and a lot of that is down to the culture of cash-ins that sprung up and made headlines in 2018. But underneath all the petty squabbles, the success stories that we're seeing suggest that the tide is beginning to turn. And while there will always be doubters and naysayers, it appears that the curse of the term YouTube rapper may not be quite as irreversible as we first thought.